Hi everyone. So today I have Linge with me. She is a Division One college player who plays at the University of North Carolina, Asheville. They are called the Asheville Bulldogs, and they've actually had a great season. So we're going to dive into a few questions. Linge, thanks for being here. It's really nice to have you here. And first of all, how was your season?
It was actually we had a pretty good season. We ended up winning regular season, and then we made it to the Big South tournament. So that's when the top four of the conference plays in the tournament, and we ended up playing Campbell in the semifinal. And then in the final, we played Charleston Southern. We beat in regular season. It was a really tough match, but we ended up losing 4-3. But overall, we had a pretty good year, winning regular season and coming second in the Big South tournament.
Okay, and any other achievements that the team got, or coaches, or anything like that?
Yeah, we got our coach got coach of the year. We got player of the year, and then you get all first team, all second team, and we had a lot of our whole team almost got all first, all second team conference as well. Yeah, and also to mention, we had a pretty good GPA as well. Yeah.
So take me through the academic side and the tennis side. How do you guys actually manage to balance the two with the amount of tennis that you guys are playing?
It's an adjustment to make going from school to college. I think I had a bit of experience playing a lot of tournaments in high school, but it's the team kind of works together. It's like you're surrounded with hardworking people, so everyone around you puts in the extra time to also get in the books kind of. So we are in the library doing the extra work after practice or late in the afternoons. But it's a balance. You got to get used to it. In the beginning, it's tough, and you're not always 100% every day, but it helps you. Yeah, like I mentioned, you're surrounded with hardworking people, so that kind of makes it a bit easier. It's not just yourself, but it takes a lot of self responsibilities to do the same what you're doing on the court and the library and class as well.
And what actually got you into the idea? So let's take it back a little bit. What got you into the idea of wanting to go and play college tennis as a South African tennis player? I mean, you've had great success as a junior. I know it personally because I've been around for a while and taken you on tours, fortunately enough. So what was to you the big decision to go to America and to play there? What was your why did you want to go to college and not stay in South Africa and study here and try and train here? What's the big difference?
I think I wanted to be different. I wanted to put myself out there. I wanted to see how's the level in America, because I mean everyone talks about college tennis, and I didn't know about it a lot in my high school career, but the coaches knew, and I was privileged enough for one of the coaches to get me in contact with one of the colleges there. So I think the reason was to put myself out there and to see and compare my level of tennis with the world's level of tennis, and I'm glad I did that, and it's an amazing experience. I would recommend it for anyone who gets the opportunity.
So as a South African junior, what was some of the achievements that you reached just from a local point of view, and then also junior international point of view? How did you kind of start to breach that gap and realize that you could actually take this a bit further?
I played a lot of tournaments. I was working on my ranking, TSA ranking. I think I was like top 5 under 18 since under 12 to under 18. ITF, I was like top 300. I guess like playing ITFs, playing as much tournaments as you can will.
ITFs are like junior international tournaments.
Yes,
okay, yeah.
That will obviously benefit it, getting experience firstly, and also trying to work on your ranking.
And did you play? Were there a lot of local South African tournaments that you played? Did you go overseas as a junior? Because I think a lot of people want to know, how far should you actually reach outside of the country to be able to already get that kind of exposure?
I played a little bit just outside, like South Africa, like Zimbabwe, Lesotho. I went to play some grade 5s there, and there was some ITFs in Johannesburg as well, Wanderers. And then if you get chosen for an SA team, I went to Japan also. I think it was under 18. I went to play there, the IC Junior Challenge. That was a great experience, and then I played grade A after that there.
Okay.
So
grade A is like basically junior slam level strength.
Yeah,
okay.
It was a great experience at that time. I think I will do better now, but I got that experience as well. And more overall, it's just more outside of South Africa. I didn't get a lot of opportunities to travel far to go play. Most of the time, it's if you get chosen for a SA team. Like I went to England as well for the SA when they choose the SA teams to go play. But yeah.
Okay. And I don't know if you guys are hearing the coffee behind us, the coffee machine going, but we are at Unbound Coffee. That's today's sponsor for this video. And we just want to say thank you so much to Andrea and the team. It's really a special place and we really enjoy it here. And I'll definitely be coming back every week at least because I can't function without enough coffee. Back at the college tennis, tell me more about like how often do you guys practice weekly? If you could put it maybe into, how many hours a week are you guys training tennis-wise and fitness-wise?
So it varies between the colleges, obviously. Not everyone's practice schedule is the same. But our schedule is we are on the court 2.5 hours to 3 hours every day. And we have 1 day off every week. And then on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we will have weight lifting. And then we will have fitness on Saturdays, usually in preseason, because when we're in season, we will be traveling every weekend.
Do you only travel on weekends or sometimes in the week as well?
Sometimes in the week as well. When we're in season, maybe sometimes you have matches on a Tuesday, or it depends on the schedule.
And then like class-wise, do they kind of help you with that?
Yeah, at my school, that's also why I like, it's a Division 1 college. It's a bit smaller, but it's you have really good relationships with the professors, so that really helps. You can tell them every time in the beginning of the semester, you get like a sheet that shows when are you going to be absent, and then the professor knows you're going to be 5 times absent in this class. So then if you go away, they know maybe you go earlier to get the work, what they will be doing on the day when you're gone.
So speaking of college, obviously, what are you studying there?
I'm studying health science, so majoring in health science and minoring in business management.
And what year are you now?
I'm going to be a senior.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Meaning how long have you been there?
It's going to be my 4th year.
Okay. And then I know you've applied for a red shirt. What is that? What's the red shirt thing all about exactly?
So if you were injured or didn't play for a year, usually the coach will say, okay, you can redshirt. But in my situation, it was a bit of COVID as well. I started my first class, first semester in my room having COVID. So not the best experience, but eventually I went, and I was post-COVID. I tore my ligament as well, so I wasn't really in shape when I went. But when I came there, I did rehab and everything, and coach was a bit short on players, so she put me in for a bit of the season. And with COVID, we also didn't have full season because some teams like didn't play because of they had COVID or they didn't want to play. So then I applied for a red shirt year, just describing my situation. So I'm in the waiting for that, but I think it will go.
Okay, so one of the big things, obviously, people ask is you've done well in juniors. I think you're doing well at college. What number are you now, or playing at?
I played 2 this year, and our number 1 graduated. So we'll see now when I go back.
Okay, so you're pretty high up there, and it's not like a ranking system. The coach kind of picks you based on your form.
Yeah.
And ability. I suppose it's a mixture of form and ability.
I think some universities obviously play out, I think, but then other coaches will go on. I mean, you will see, like in practice and everything, you play practice sets, and the coach kind of decides the lineup. But yeah, it's kind of in the coach's hand.
Okay, so when you're done with college, where are you going from there? What's the plan?
I hope to do my master's. If I get the red shirt here, I have to do my master's maybe at a bigger school. I think I had the experience with the small school, but I want to go to a bigger school just for 1 year doing my master's. Still deciding in what, but it will be in health science. And then after that, I would really like to go and play for 6 months or maybe a year. I don't know. If I get the opportunity, it will be great. So yeah.
Okay, and what are the challenges, especially coming from South Africa, trying to play on a bigger circuit? I mean, we know the Europeans and the Americans are up there with their tennis. What are the big challenges you've faced in terms of actual match play in America? Is it different? I think that's the big question. Is it different? Are you experiencing way different match styles compared to when you were just playing locally and internationally juniors wise?
Yes, the intensity is the first thing I would say is a big difference. Just the intensity from the first point on, like, when you jump and you're like ready for the point, like showing energy is one thing that I think is on the college level pretty high. And it's like everyone's just more like in it, and it's energy like the whole time. So that's one thing.
And did you like adapt to that quite quickly? Obviously, I suppose you had to adapt to it, but did you get into it quickly?
Yeah, the team, it depends. Like our team environment, we're pretty good. We all, I don't know, if the team gets along pretty well, it's like the energy is more hyped and it's more exciting. But it took me a while. I was sometimes like vocal on the court, but now I think I'm a bit more. But it's because of the environment. Everyone is like, everyone's levels are up, so that's what's nice. Everyone's doing it. It's not like in juniors there's sometimes someone being loud.
Yeah.
But now everyone's loud, so it's like the energy level is just much higher.
I suppose it's also because you know what to expect. It's less distracting.
Yeah.
With the fact that you're used to what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Whereas at a junior level, people kind of raise their eyebrows when they see someone screaming or shouting or showing "come on" signs and stuff like that. So
yeah, but that's part of the game. I like it. And then the other thing I would say is the consistency levels of a few things, like training wise, like more on the court, like hitting aggressive balls, like up to 8 aggressive, making all of them the same pace deep. I think that's like one thing I would say as well. Yeah.
So being a South African tennis player, coming from a third world country, what would your advice be? And I think this is kind of globally the idea, not just necessarily our country, but any smaller country, developing countries. What would you say as a junior helped you to get to this level that you are at now? What was like, besides the generic train hard kind of thing? I think the question is, did you wonder, or did you know how hard you were going to have to work to get to this point?
I would say in my situation, I was I never really knew of college tennis. I only started knowing about it when I was like in grade 11 in high school. So I think I was privileged enough with my coaches, knowing some of them have experience in college tennis. So I think it's advice that I would give for younger junior players is to get in contact with coaches, like ask questions, ask how do you get there, or like just hearing from them. I think that was something that I'm thankful for. And then I was kind of just playing. I was just enjoying it because.
So that's it for our interview today, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like it. If you want to know anything else, leave a comment down below. Linge will definitely get back to you, and she'll be able to answer any question you have about college tennis or the challenges that she's faced, or anything about junior tennis in general. If you want to see more about Asheville Bulldogs, I'm going to leave the link down below so that you can see the amazing college. I'm also going to leave the link for Unbound Coffee. If you're in the region, please don't forget to make a stop here and come and enjoy their amazing coffee and bagels. Don't forget to take a look at Linge's Instagram handle. You'll be able to follow her college journey and see how far she's come already. Thanks.